All right, I'm gonna bang this video out in 5 seconds. Stop maxing out every time you work out.
Welcome to PricePlow.
No, but honestly, I don't think this video needs to be too in-depth and sciencey, and I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to speak to it at a level that most coaches could. This might be something actually that later on I'll do something with my coach on here about, since he talks much better about this than I will. But put in really understandable terms, if you are constantly testing your strength, you are not building it at all. And when you're in the gym, you're either building or you're testing. Coming in and maxing out and finding out where you're at is not going to move the needle on a weekly basis. And I honestly, I do train max effort every week. I train max effort once and dynamic effort once. That max effort, we are, greasing the groove, using some sort of variation on the lift. So, it could be different bar, it could be chains, it could be bands added on, but I'm testing the top end of the range of the lift after putting a decent amount of volume in. And then on the dynamic day, I'm training speed. I'm using bands to train deceleration on the eccentric of the lift, and I'm putting volume in as well. But you see the theme there is that on both days I'm still building a lot of volume. If you're coming in and working up to a heavy max single on bench press, squat, deadlift, any of that, you might be training the lift, right? You might be greasing that groove and feeling that weight in your hands or on your back, but you're not actually building anything. And I think that's something that a lot of early intermediate lifters miss, is that they need to spend time with volume training and building their stabilizers. They need to build their back is the biggest thing for all three lifts, and just spending time under the bar putting the reps in. There's a lot of science about the speed day and dynamic work and volume and fitness over time, which I personally am not going to, like I said, embarrass myself and try to speak to. But what my biggest advice to people who are trying to build strength in the gym is that forget about what your one rep max is for at least 12 weeks. Come into the gym, hit sets of 8, 10, 12 on the lift. Unless deadlifts, I don't always think that way. I think triples to fives are the most you should really get with deadlifts. But spend time with the bar, spend time building your back, spend time building your overall musculature, and build volume over time. Stop testing, stop worrying about it, and if you come back 12 weeks later, I can almost guarantee you that you're going to be stronger. That's one of the reasons that one of my favorite programs of all time is Wendler 5-1, is that he makes you take 5 to 10% off of your max and use that 95 to 90% as your training max, and start very, very light. And over the course of a long period of time, you're adding weight in increments over time, and bringing the so you go 5 1 week, 3 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, and then you deload. And so it might take you 12 to 16 weeks before the weight that you're putting on the bar is close to what you think that you should be training with. But by the time that you get close back to where your previous maxes were, you've trained for such a long time that those maxes are no longer there. And it is really a godsend for injury prevention, because if you're constantly training 95+%, you're putting yourself in a really bad situation, and your body really doesn't want to recover from that kind of stuff. It's going to take longer to recover, and you're going to actually probably hurt yourself. So yeah, the biggest takeaway is to stop testing, stop maxing out, stop coming in and putting as much weight on the bar. You're not impressing anyone, and you're probably just going to hurt yourself, and that's the worst thing that you can do for your progress. So if you want to check out my training style, what I do on a regular basis, Strength and Honor Fitness 1 is my Instagram. I post most of my workouts. You'll see I'll post my max effort stuff at the beginning of the week, my dynamic effort stuff at the end of the week, so you can see kind of how I split it up. Pretty soon, hopefully, I'll be sitting down with my coach and planning out on YouTube for you guys what my 4-week schedule kind of looks like. I'll be doing a meet in about 20 weeks, so you can see what I do over the course of 4 to 5 months to build my strength, and how I come in as a prepared athlete. Thanks so much for listening, guys. If you have any questions, comment them below. Talking about training is a new thing for me on YouTube. I spend most of my time talking about supplements for the last couple of years, so I'm excited to bring the knowledge to our followers. I'm not an expert by any means, but with a close to 700-pound squat and deadlift and an over 400-pound bench press, I do think that I have some experience that I can bring for the consumers and help them out. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.
Welcome to PricePlow.